And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Well Done coming at you live on this non-corona day. It's a beautiful Wednesday, May the 6th at 5:01 in the afternoon. How are you doing? So I got to tell you guys, I got to be honest with you, we are living in the Matrix. For real. And here's what I mean by that. I saw a film over the weekend that, no lie, this is exactly what it was about. It was about a bat in Wuhan, China, that had a virus that spread it through the wet markets of China, that became an infectious virus to China. It spread worldwide. The World Health Organization got involved, including all military. Businesses were closed down, schools were closed down. It was a worldwide pandemic, and I'm literally describing exactly what happened for this whole corona thing. And this is an actual film that came out. I just didn't ever watch it. It was called Contagion. Okay? I had never watched it before. And the craziness of how much detail, it literally was like you're watching something that came out 10 years ago about something that's happening today. Think about what I'm saying. How crazy is it that there is a film? It's not like it was similar. No. I had always heard about it. I didn't ever watch it. I didn't ever really know anyone that did watch it. I didn't care, wasn't interested. And I still didn't care. And then I watched it. Within the first 5 minutes, I'm on the edge of my seat telling myself, what the shit? It is like a documentary of something to come. If I told somebody in a theater or right beside me or whatever the case would be, okay, watching that, when it came out, do you believe this would actually happen sometime? 100% they would say not a chance. And it did. What is the likelihood that there is any film historically accurate already happened? Easy to follow the storyline, right? But for something that hasn't happened, and the accuracy, like this girl will touch a cup and then she'll set the cup down and a waiter would come by and pick it up and clean the cup, and now he has it, and the camera would follow around all these degrees of contact, and you see how it literally transmits from somebody's hand at a casino table in China or a wet market or whatever to somebody dropping their passport, somebody being nice picks up that passport that they had dropped, now they both touch the passport, that person gives his wife a hug when she enters her home, he signs a pen in a hotel, the next person behind him signs their name in when they enter a hotel, and you just see how this thing is just rapidly going from place to place. It's insane. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you, I don't care about certain films like that. And I didn't when I watched it. Well, initially that is, when I watched it. But when I put it on, epic. It was one of the best films I've ever seen. Not because of how amazing it was. And it was. But just because of how accurate it is for the living day, age, moment, and hour, and minute, down to exactly what's going on right now. It was insane. I love to exaggerate. I don't want to say love, it's a little harsh. That alone is an exaggeration. But I am sarcastic, and I do exaggerate. And I'm not being sarcastic, and I am not exaggerating by 1 degree about this film. It's called Contagion. It has Gwyneth Paltrow and Matt Damon. I'm not going to give a spoiler alert, okay, but I am just going to say one thing. I kind of want to, but it would kind of be a spoil, but you can already figure out based off the film. All right, I'm just going to tell you one thing. The wife. And I'm not ruining this because this happens in the first 5 minutes. You will figure it out. Okay? Matt Damon, his wife. Okay? Somebody made a comment. I'm not going to get into the details. But when I brought this up in discussion, somebody made a comment because Gwyneth Paltrow was convulsing how great of acting she was. I don't have a problem with Gwyneth Paltrow. Just got to be honest with you. If you're only in 4 minutes of a film and they're not even speaking lines, it's couple 30 seconds in minute 1, and then at some point later you're in minute 4 or 5. There's this part where she's convulsing, and someone that I had talked to had made the comment that she acted great. Listen, You don't have to act hard to shake your body and look away from a camera. I'd hate to say it, I'm not hating, I'm being completely honest with you, okay? I highly doubt she even did any research on what it takes. She probably watched one video of either someone on a roller coaster just going up and down and stuff like that, or she just improv'd it. Doesn't take a lot of work, okay? Magnificent performance by everybody. It was all great, but seriously, let's give credit to where credit is due. And that is the writers of the film. There's great actors and actresses, and there's actors and actresses that are in great films. This had a lot of great actors in it. Oh, I take that back. A lot of good actors in it. Some people may call them great. I would just call them good. Okay? But they're phenomenal, top tier, best of the best actors. But those top tiers, even nowadays, aren't great. They're just good. They're just in a lot of great films. Okay? But it was amazing. And it was so great. The writers did such a great job, because anybody else could have filled the roles for any of these. The performance wasn't sold by anybody. We were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Because it's not really focused on the actors or actresses. It's focused on the whole story of the situation. So as a team collectively, it's like there's all these like stories, and you see how it comes together. And it's just so crazy. Like, it just, I'm telling you right now, like, it just doesn't make any sense how accurate it was. If you haven't seen it, please do something with your life. Watch it this weekend, watch it today, watch it now. Just hear what I'm saying and watch it. It was insane. Now, with that being mentioned, just a side note. I know this corona thing is going on and everything, so here's some comic relief. They found out from recent studies, and I'm saying that with sarcasm, but it's the truth, that the number one person who's being infected by the whole corona thing are people that have low immune systems, okay, and that are overweight. So doctors are saying that, and health experts, not just doctors, are saying that the best way to fight this would be to have a better immune system and not be heavy. Translation, don't be fat. Don't be a drug addict, okay? Drugs kill an immune system. Don't do that. Not kill, it just completely like messes it up and lowers it. And don't do that, okay? Seriously, this is what I don't like, all right? I don't like the fact that you can't really call somebody fat without them being offended, okay? I hate how people saying being fat's not a choice. Being honest with you, you get a double from In-N-Out and a Diet Coke, you know where the calories are going. You know what I'm saying? If you are obese, it is your fault. I'm not going on a tangent. I'm just saying real quick, okay? And I'm leading up to a point. And I've said this before. If you're fat and I call you fat, because that's basically like me saying you're not healthy. If I say you're not healthy, that's not offensive. If I say you're fat, that is offensive. If I said don't drink alcohol, that's not offensive. If I say you're fat, it is offensive. How is it that body weight, okay, is offensive, and saying that someone shouldn't drink alcohol isn't? It's a point of view, right? But it's not offensive. And the dumb part is, it's mostly offensive to, more than likely, not just to the people around, but the person being said to. But here's my thing. If you get mad at me, and I wouldn't just say it to be mean, I'm just saying topically and in general. If you get mad at me for noticing or even making a comment out loud, just out of like, oh my gosh, it's just like seeing someone that's so fat, you just have to say something, okay? It's like if you saw like an oversized car, okay, you might say something about it, right? Here's what I'm getting at. If I make a comment and it's overheard about somebody being fat, but that fat person goes to a doctor and they hear it coming from them, okay, and all of a sudden it's not offensive, you're an asshole. Hate to say it, guys, honestly. All right? I'm not being mean. I'm not being weird. I'm just being honest. Here's the thing, okay? You don't need to go to any med school, just like this corona thing that's going on, okay, to know that drugs are bad and fat people are unhealthy. That's a summary of what I'm saying. You don't have to be a genius to know drugs are bad, okay, and fat people are unhealthy. So in short, for the doctors, health experts, and non-doctors alike, if anybody listens to this, if you're fat, don't be, okay? If you're a drug addict, I'm not saying weed, because I know if it's legal in your state, have at it, do what you want, whatever, okay? But don't lower your immune system, okay? Crack didn't ever help anybody. No one ever said, oh gosh, things were doing just absolutely just awful in every aspect. And then I started using crack and everything turned around. That's rich. That's cute. You know? Tell me about how that story ends. Anyway, I just had to get out some thoughts, okay? Hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. And just remember, don't be fat, okay? And don't be a drug addict. With that being mentioned, if you do those two things, I think you'll be fine. And watch Corona. Or, excuse me, Corona. Watch the, what's it called? Contagion. Just watch it, all right? I love you all. I didn't make a video last... I did, but I deleted it because I said some, like, conspiracy stuff, which, in my opinion, it was so accurate. When I told my friend about it in conversation, he was a little freaked out. And my friend is a very conservative guy. So I didn't want to get anybody in a panic with what I had to say. You might wonder what it was. Well, you're going to keep wondering because I'm not going to say it. It might come out like in a comedy bit, but with my rant and how much dots I was connecting and everything, it had to do with the corona and then like some... Anyway, I'm not going to get into it because I literally just said I'm not. But that's the only reason I didn't make a video last week. I hope you like this channel. It's pretty much just getting to know me better off of stage because I am a comedian and whatnot. And that's just basically it. I'd love for people to reach out and start emailing me random questions just so that I could be interactive and talk with people back and forth. And you can tell me who you are. You can keep it anonymous, but I would always give the worst, funniest, roasting type of advice just to make fun of your situation, and then directly after that, follow it with legitimate information. There's no reason you should trust me, but at the very least, why not just reach out to me, ask me a life question about absolutely anything, and get a laugh out of it, okay? So that's all I'm asking. And you don't have to, but it'll happen eventually. So with that being mentioned, everybody have a beautiful day. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Benja, B-E-N-J-A, well done, W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E. If you want to email me, it's Benja, B-E-N-J-A, well done, W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E, @gmail.com. I'm Benja Well Done. That's it. I'm out. Peace.